Alright, howdy everyone. It is the raid. Woo. That's a piece of shit raid. So far it's been pretty bad. Um, so update on this stuff. I've been using mainly my Hydras. My, eradicators suck. I only have one right now that is shooting. My second one is in the refits and it still has until tomorrow for a refit, so I can't really test that out until later on. So I've been working with my Hydras, and so been kind of figuring out how to do these targets. And I've been able to do the 81 pretty easily with the Hydras. So it's around 2 hours damage for the 81, and then I could probably do two 81s. Because of my blood Hydra. It goes down to half health each 81. So I'm taking a break until I heal my my fourth Hydra is healing, or it would be my second one, but it's that one's healing, and so I'm waiting until that one is repaired pretty good, decent amount, and then I'll start doing the 81 again, or I don't know. It depends on how well I do these 61s. These 60s aren't too half bad. I did not want to come in that way. I don't know why. I went north. Okay. So, in these targets, I find it's really easy with the Hydras. Basically it's just the, shooting over the mountains that makes it easy and that stuff. And why do you keep on going? That's weird. Okay, well, whatever. So I got 4 Hydras with me right now while I heal this one. So what I usually do is I come in from the north, and I do this because of these ballistas right here, or the javelins, I'd say. So these javelins are long range and they do hurt, or they continuously, shoot and shoot, and they can shoot you however, whatever direction, but they can't shoot through mountains, and that's one big problem for them. So I find that hitting the north side for the 61 makes it so that they can't hit you, and they're easy to take out. So the only damage you'll get from a 61 would be the throwers. Now, if you have the Blood Hydra is pretty good in this sense because you can tank the throwers. And I believe you can actually outrange them in the 60 sets. I'm not sure, depending on your build. So I must not have the right build, as mine can't really outrange them, but they can still tank and do good. So I'll just tank them and do good. So I'll wait until the thrower's dead. Thrower uses its launch all the way. Then I kill it and come in to kill the javelins and whatever else I can pick off. I usually have to come around to get that one. So that's not bad. And then I usually come over here, and I've been having some connective issues with these targets, so I just click on on auto. Come up here and be careful with this turret right here. It's a javelin, long range one, but it only has that range right here. So just be careful. If you go and kind of hug this island right here, it won't do any damage to you. Then come around through here. And tank this thrower. Stay in the circle so you still get the bonus from your fleet, because you have to stay in the circles. And last but not least, there's a thrower right here, so it's kind of hard to find sometimes, but and the 60s aren't really too bad. Points wise, it's pretty easy to do. And then the bonus is, it's not that much, but it's, I could do, see that's 150 points, 150,000 points. And the set itself is, I think, 400,000. So it's not too half bad. Yeah, 400,000. So that's right there, not too bad. So, and then you do need a 63. I have yet to test out the 63, but I will work with it while I go in and hit it and see how I can do this easy. So let's zoom out and look at this target. Okay, so there's thrower there, the javelin right there, so that's going to be a pain. I'd probably have to come in through this side right here and kill these two guys. Javelin there, javelin there. So this one looks like it's going to be a little bit more annoying to do, but the best thing to do is probably come in from the south, kill this javelin, and then not sure. I could probably kill that guy, kill this javelin, kill this guy, or kill this guy and kill this guy, and come around and kill. Oh, whoopsie, that's not good. I like how it did that. All right, so let's come around south. Probably took a little bit of damage, but it's not too bad. I love how sensitive my clicks are. Okay, come from the south. So this javelin doesn't shoot, theoretically. And so I'll probably come through here, kill these turrets right here, come through here, kill these. This javelin hopefully hits this mountain right here, and I could, snipe them. So let's test this out. So this guy's hitting the wall right there, so that's not too bad. I don't like that at all. So that wasn't trying to figure out how to do this. Come around here. Didn't realize that guy was gonna try and snag me. Okay. So I'll come this way, kill this javelin right here. He can't fire at me. Okay, so that's probably best to do is come this way. And then come through here. Kill this one. Okay, so I figured out the pathing right here. Kind of took a little bit of strategy to get it out. That's not too bad. And that was that. So, don't know how much points that is. I think they were probably 150,000. Yes, okay, so I got 400,000, 150. So, you get around 700,000. and that's really not that bad compared to the 81, which is, it kills my, it takes 2 hours damage on that. So this one I kind of took a little bit of damage because I ran into the target. So let's see if we can find another 63 so that we can practice more on that one. Oh goodness, 40 seconds away, great. Oh wow, everyone's hitting, what are these? 40s, 440s. So we need to go in from the south. That's what I said. Let's go hit this one right here. So for the 61, I'd say north, and for the 63, south. So that's really not too bad. I'm glad that there's only 2 targets to do. That helps a little bit, a little bit. And then I'll probably do a quick repair on my blood Hydra, and I'll show how I do the 81. If it's, I'm not sure if it's really worth it, but it's better than nothing. Oh, why? Did they just change it so that you go in at set location? I think they did. They would do that. Okay, so we're going to go from... That's irritating. Waste a lot of time just to go around the damn target. Good thing I have these points. Okay, so let me go through the game plan. Game plan: kill this thing, or kill this island, come around, kill this island, go through, kill this part, then come around and finish the rest. So, and whenever I came in last time, I came through here and killed this sucker, and I took some damage from these turrets right here. But that's actually not too bad doing it like that. Okay, so where am I at? Okay, I'm right here. Did they shoot at me? Doesn't look like they shot at me. He's about to, shoot at me though. Okay, let's do this thing. And theoretically, I should do this a little bit easier. So let's kill this sucker. Oh, he's hitting me. Let's see if he reloads. Okay. Come over here. Oh, got lucky on that one. And then come up here. Hydra. I won't be taking as much damage if I have a full fleet. I know that for sure. Because I only have 4 of them. I get more defense if I have my other one with me. Come up here. Then come here, kill this guy. And tanking with this blood Hydra is really good. It helps a lot. It doesn't look like maybe these guys took any damage because there's no splash. Like all my charge armor is still there. So that's not bad. And these guys, they weren't fully repaired. Let's see, I just got 400,000 set complete. So that's not too bad. I was thinking about adding Hyper 30 to my Blood Hydra that will reduce the splash damage of the Pyro launcher, the Pyro turret. But I'm not exactly too sure if that's good. I might add the Mercy on it just so I can heal my ships pretty easily. But let me see if they made it mandatory start on 61, because I'm going in from left side. Let's see if I enter to the left side, or is it just preset start? Because if it's preset start, then yep, it's preset start. Preset start on the most. So you start. That's annoying. Okay, so just know that you know, for this type of way I'm hitting, you have to go all the way around. And I won't, you probably don't have to go all the way to the top, but you could come over here, right here, and come into this turret right here. It's just annoying that it's, having you to do that. So he attacked me. So now, since these guys aren't in range of you, you can actually go in now. Because of the mountains. These mountains can, help a lot. Now, I don't know how much damage those javelins do. I mean, it's enough, I guess, to be annoying. Okay, so that splash got me that time. Charged armor's gone. And really, you could actually do this just, with your Blood Hydra by yourself. I mean, you're gonna have to have the other ships as backup defense-wise, but not too bad. Okay, so you can snipe all those turrets right there. If you have longer range Hydras, then that can help. Just remember there's a thrower right here. A thrower right there. But it's not too. The 60s aren't too bad if you have a pretty good build. Hydra fleet. I haven't tried my Buccaneers. They really do suck though. Okay, now we go in and kill. And that is a 61. So, looks pretty easy if you drive. Now on auto, I don't do auto. I don't like doing auto. It's relatively just annoying and hard to do, especially with these targets. So I don't know. They might have changed the pathing on this, like made it into a set start area, just because of auto people. I know there's a lot of problems with people doing auto, and this might be the path that, like if they start on the bottom, it might have be the path that actually makes it so that they can auto these targets, because I know for a fact that they get hung up on the mountains. And so, let me go look at my build for the Hydra real quick. See what I would change, if I would change any at all. But so far it's looking like it's doable grinding the 60s. I don't feel like grinding the 60s, but they're actually pretty easy to do, and they're pretty quick to do as well, then I think it might be worth it. So I did a few 60s. Let me check the damage on my Blood Hydra real quick. So that's 12 minutes damage. I am running a Steelhead's crew because that's really the only thing that matters that will help. If you do anything else, such as like the Creeping Death, the building damage won't really do that much help because these launchers are made for the shockwave damage, and shockwave damage isn't affected by building damage or anything like that. So that's a problem there. So really, the only building damage help you're getting is just for straight damage, and so there's that. So let's look at. Hold on, let's just. What am I healing? Am I healing this? Okay, so I'm healing that. That one was pretty much dead. So now I can run all these guys together. Let's find my lowest health one. Okay, it's my lowest health one. Now I'll start healing that guy. Now, like I said, I would keep a countermeasure hull, or at least a couple of countermeasures on each one, just for the sake of doing the Legion colonies. But let's look. Refitting my Eradicator right now, so don't pay that much attention. So this is what I'm thinking on the Blood Hydra. So currently I do have the Aegis, Siege Aegis CIC, but I would probably switch to the Mercy so I could heal my other ships, and they're relatively be good. It does only give 10% ballistic and radioactive defense compared to 15. It looks like that's not too bad. So you're losing 5%, and then you don't get any special ability of defense for the whole fleet, so that's kind of a minus there. But if anything happens, you can heal your Hydras pretty easily. So I'll probably be switching to the Mercy on this one. So I've been looking at the multiplex with the launcher system. So those two I currently have online, but the problem is that this sucker only does 30% shockwave damage. So you'll get, while this one adds 40%. So this one, this shockwave damage right here overrides the 40% shockwave. So you're only getting 30% shockwave. But you are getting, radioactive damage. But in these cases, the shockwave seems to be the most damage that you're doing. So I'll probably take off the multiplex charge doubler, keep the launcher system on, and figure out what there is. I have ballistic resistors on right now, and then let's go ahead and do the siege. The regular stuff, CL3, and then the siege battery right there. So, I do like the high velocity rounds because of the projectile speed. That'll also always help. But in these targets, from what I've seen, the Hyper 30 will help. The slag thrower, I guess it's called, or the radioactive thrower. That one seems to have a lot of splash and does a lot of damage, so splash damage reduction would be a pretty good help there. And if you're trying to outrun it, the Hyper 30 will help in being able to outrun it with the splash damage reduction will help a lot. So that might be a good build there. I don't have that many Hyper 30s. I don't even have any 2s or 1s because I don't get them at all. So, and, if you have those, to spare, that might be a good choice to do. Also, Iron Thruster 4 would help too for that situation because it does do 12% splash damage reduction. So that can help in that sense. Let's see. An autoloader would help too with the radioactive reload, which is 4 seconds. So you'll get more and more of that, but I'm not sure what that would be. Let me check it out. So you'll get about at skull rank 241, I believe, reload. Let's see. So you're probably getting around 0.59 reload with this. So that's actually not too bad. I was running the multiplex charge doubler with uh, the Fletcher beater. That's always pretty good, but it doesn't, I believe that the launcher system does better in, the grand scheme of things. I'll probably will do high velocity rounds because, granted it does say building damage, but building damage, will be just a normal damage. The shockwave, it won't affect the shockwave. So that's one thing, but I have seen how these guys are without projectile speed, and they are completely terrible. So that's one thing they can do. Let me see. Looking. So there isn't really that much anything else that has pretty good radioactive damage per se, other than this one. This one's 40%, whereas this one has 39.62. That's that's an option, so that boosts your damage the same as the multiplex, and you still get that high shockwave, so that might help per se a little bit. But personally, I'll go with the high velocity rounds because that is one of my pet peeves, is the projectile speed. So currently I am running the C1 CRs, charged armors, and it actually can help you a little bit because you can see if your back ships are taking damage, just like by the charged armor. So that can help a little bit in that sense. So, and the D117S, these guys are in the FM. Now, I'm not sure if they're in the raid right now, but there we go. It is overweight, so that might be a problem. You could probably reduce maybe the siege battery into being a garrison battery, or maybe the assault battery, and so that'll make it just right underneath, right there. So that would be what the Blood Hydra would be, and then changing it to just a regular Hydra. The best bet would probably be the Aegis. I would keep the Aegis on. So that's what I would do, is right here is the Siege Aegis CIC for regular Hydras, and then for the Blood Hydra, where we go, I would do the Mercy, because so you can, if anything bad happens, you could pretty much easily heal your regular Hydras for a discount, because this sucker is the same repair time as the regular Hydras, so it's an easy repair. So other than that, I'll probably do the 81. I've yet to do the 83. I don't know if I can do the 83. I'm seeing how much different the 61 compared to the 63 is. The 81 might be, very different to the 83. I might do a peek later on. So, but until then, Pirates, I hope this helps, and I hope these builds can help you in the long run. Sadly, grinding 60s isn't too ideal, but as long as it can get you points for a modest repair time, because 12 minutes on a Blood Hydra tank isn't too bad. So that would be something. And based on damage points and damage, you'll get more points for the damage in the 60 sets through grinding than having to do the 81 and possibly the 83, which I have yet to do. But the 81 does 2 hours damage on my fleet, and so that can, that 2 hours of repair time, you'll be doing countless 60s for more points than 181. So personally, I'd probably stick with the 60s for this sucker, because the Hydras can do them pretty easily. Granted, yeah, the Hydra can do the 81 with some really skilled driving. That's one thing I have to say is really skilled driving. I'll post this build in description. I'll do the Blood Hydra with the Aegis as well, not the Aegis, the Mercy, and then I'll do the regular Hydras with the Aegis. Post those in the link in the description. But I will say this, that you should keep some counters, or at least a counter hole, so that you can do the current Legion colonies. And really, this build hurts your Legion colonies, when you try and do them, because it's not really built for the Legion colonies. It's built for this current raid cycle. So, but if they offer TLCs, they offer tokens, so you could easily switch and swap them out. So, other than that, Pirates, good luck with the raid and good luck with these builds. Until next time, Pirates.